Greeting dear children. Today we are going to start the chapter that is direct and inverse variation. What is the meaning of word direct variation? If by increasing or decreasing one quantity, other quantity has the same effect, then it is called direct variation. Let me clear with the example. If we know the cost of 2 items is rupees 40, if I have to find the cost of 4 items, I am increasing the number of items, so cost will also increase. It means by increasing one quantity, other is increasing. If with 2 liters of petrol, my car can move up to 25 kilometers. If I have 1 liter of petrol, then my car will move more distance or less distance. Because petrol is less, so distance will also be less. So this is a thing, direct variation. Changing one quantity, as much as the change, as what kind of change is there in first quantity, same kind of changes are there in the other quantity. Let us see here. I have written here number of items and cost. If one item costs rupees 20, what will be the cost of 3 items? Here there is a change of 1 into 3. So what will be the change in the cost? One item cost rupees 20, the 3 items will cost 60 rupees. If one item has cost of 20 rupees, what will be there for the 5 items? Items are increased by 5. So same will be the change in the cost. What will be the cost here? 20 into 5, that will be equal to 100 rupees. If quantity is changed to 7, then cost will also increase by 7. What will be there? 27 is the 140. If one item costs 20 rupees, for 9 items, tell me what will be the cost? 9 items will cost 29 is the 180. One item has cost of 20 rupees, 10 items will have cost of 20 tens the 200. So have you seen? Every time, whatever is the effect on the number of items, same is the effect on cost, that is equal to same kind of product is there. It means, see here, what happens to the ratio of x and y? In first case, it is 1 upon 20. Second one, 3 upon 60. In this case, it is 5 upon 100, 7 upon 140, 9 upon 180 and 10 upon 200. Just try to make it simplest. What is there? It is again 3, 20, 5, 20, 7, 20, 9 1 the 9, 20 and it is also 1 by 20. So in all the cases, we are getting x by y 1 by 20. It means x by y is constant in case of what? In case of direct variation. So we can say when we have to compare 2 items, then x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2. This is the formula when we have to calculate something which is missing in all the 4 terms. So let me clear this with the help of some examples. But have you understood this thing? In direct variation, whatever is the change in the one quantity, same kind of change is there in the other quantity. Let us see here in the book. It is given. We have to show here in the first question. In the car, parking charges are given on the railway station. 4 hours, rupees 60. 8 hours, rupees 100. 12 hours, rupees 140, and for 24 hours it is rupees 180, and we have to explain whether they are in the direct proportion or not. Just check here. Here what was happening? As much was the change in the number of items, same was the change in the cost. Now see here. Here time is changing by double here. Can we see the same kind of changes there in the cost? No. 62 is 120. It means this is not in the same proportion. 4 3s is the 12, but 63 is 180. Here it is given 140. So it means because x by y is not same in all the cases, it means it is not a direct variation. I hope you have understood this thing. Now, see the other question. A mixture of paint is prepared by mixing one part of the red pigment with 8 parts of the base. Now, we have to complete the table. What is given here? With 1 part red pigment, how much base is to be added? For 1 part it is 8 parts. So for 4 parts, how much will be there? How much base will be there? 1. It is increased by 4. So how much will be the change in base? It will be also multiplied by 4. So it will be 32 parts. Now if it is 7, then it will be 8 into 7. 8 7s are 56. Next is 12. Are you able to understand? 1, 12, 8 12s are 96. Next is 20. If we have 20 items, what will be the cost of 20 items? We will multiply it with 20 and it will be equal to 8 into 20. That will be 160 parts. Have you understood this? Now, in question number next, it is given if one part of the red pigment combines with 75 parts. If one part combines with 75 ml base, then we have to tell how much will be the red pigment which will be mixed with 1800 ml of base. Now this thing is unknown to us here. We know one thing, that is x upon y is constant. x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2, or you can say 1 upon 75. See, how do I know that this is the question of direct variation? For one part of the red pigment, base is 75 ml. Now base is increasing, it means the red pigment will also increase. So this is a question of direct variation. Now, for direct variation, rule is x upon y is constant. So 1 upon 75 is equal to x upon 1800. Now we can solve it. Just do the cross multiplication. 1 into 1800 is equal to 75 into x. So what will be the value of x? Here 75 is in multiplication. When it will go there, it will be in division. 1 into 1800 is 1800 upon 75. How can I cancel it? 25 3s are 75. 25 7s are 175 and 25 2s are 50 and 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. It means x will be, what will be the value of x? X will be 24 parts. It means 24 parts of red pigment will fill with the 1800 ml of base. Have you understood?